Hi guys. I'm solo today. This is weird. I haven't done this in a while. I am gonna work on some bits and bobs and get some bits and things sorted, but I'm gonna move my camera because that works better and you don't see quite so much of my face. It's so big. My hair's a mess. Hi. I have been sewing quite a bit this morning. And I went and got more fabric yesterday, which is bad because I have 2 boxes and a bag full of fabric. That is an addiction. However, I am using them for stuff. So, hi Tracy, welcome to the stream of soloness because I'm here on my own and it feels weird. But I am working on new projects and bits and bobs really. Not really working on cosplay today, but I am working on, let's see if I've got a thing. She says stretching, so pouchy lads. I made this one yesterday, finished him off. So here's a little pouchy lad, he's got a little tag on the back so you can stick him on a thing and you can hang him. You might need some more sewing on the back maybe because it's coming off. I'm working on them and I'm working on some little dice bags. These are my finished ones by the way, so these are the ones that like I've finished, so dice bags. But I was also trying out a new proof of concept because I use a lot of plastic bags and I reuse a lot of plastic bags because pretty much every time I get a cosplay together or put it together, like all the accessories and stuff all kind of go together in a bag. I made a bag, kids. Do you like it? It's a drawstring lad. So yeah, and then handle I'm still not sure about, but I've been experimenting. That's just literally lining and interfacing. So yeah, it's fully lined. But I've been experimenting because that was just scrap fabric that I had. I said I got a problem, kids. But yeah, it drawstrings and closes properly, and I could put a pocket in it if I wanted, and I quite like that idea. So yeah, that's gonna stay, I think. I was fighting with my machine most of today though, so now it's working again. I kind of want to be using it, but I can't really on the stream because my computer is where my sewing machine should be. So yeah, that's what I've been working on. I'm literally using a plastic bag for size. Try and make sure my sizing was right. Chris, that is a clever idea. Thank you, Chris. It's kind of, I'm experimenting with some ideas because we're hopefully looking to I'm looking to set up my Etsy properly. But hopefully you might see us at cons behind a table sometime soon. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been experimenting on, is totes and stuff as well. But I do have some pouchy lads that I'd kind of started and kind of forgot about, and then realised that I had loads still to finish off, so I should probably finish them. So they've got bits and bobs to sew on, and other bits and bobs to sew on, and then some of them have got hooks on the back already and some of them haven't. We'll get there. They'll all get to the point where they're all finished. That one needs outside on. So, but yeah, they all kind of end up being different sizes slightly and different things because handmade. That's what happens. Where's my trim? Okay. So yeah, I am working on bits and bobs. Italia America says, that's amazing, how are you? Thank you. I am good. I'm being very, very busy. Trying to do this in between other bits and bobs, and we had SunnyCon the other week and it was amazing. It was a good time, but yes, I'm just got lots of things going on. Tracy's saying I've been so busy lately. I can feel you on that one. For sure. Been very, very busy. Regan, I made it to this one. Hi Mel. Hi Regan. I'm glad you made it. It is usually less problematic when it's just me, because it's just me and my camera and not having to deal with other programs. So hopefully we shouldn't have too many issues. I'm also one of these awful people. Well, I say awful. who pin everything. So I'm currently pinning my boy. Because if you put some stuff on it to make it look pretty, it looks nicer. And it hides your terrible stitching. Tracy also managed to make the stream. Yay! I'm glad you managed to make it. Like, I've started slightly early today, partly because I want to kind of go and do other bits and bobs. Also, I'm alone in the house right now, so I'm like, I might as well do this now. Italia's saying, I think I might have saw you guys at SunnyCon, but I don't know where you were with Victor at any point. We were, like, very, very briefly kind of saw Victor kind of in and out because he was hanging out with other people as well. So you might well have done. Can't say what cosplays we'd have been in. What day was it on that you might have seen us? I can probably tell you what cosplays we were in. As if it was Saturday, it would have been Marauders. If it was Sunday, it would have been Adventure Zone probably. If it was Friday, who knows? But yeah, you probably saw us around at SunnyCon. We were around and about doing panels and doing bits and bobs. But yeah, I tend to hand sew trims on because I find it easier. Not everyone does. Like, it depends as well what trim you've got. Chris is saying, wait, Yasha on Friday. Yes, I was. I was Yasha. Other people were other things. That's why I'm like, I don't know what other people were doing. I can't remember now. But yes, I was Yasha on Friday. I was Sirius on Saturday. And I was Jenkins on Sunday. But Jenkins is a very, very much a, you'll get it if you see the bow tie. It's not particularly like a canon thing or anything. Yeah, we had a good time at Sunny. I hope you guys that went to Sunny had a good time too. It's a good con. We enjoy it a lot. Might have already started making plans for next year. Because we really enjoy SunnyCon. Blooming pins, right, okay. I was there all 3 days. I think it was a Sunday. Yeah, I met Victor on the Friday and I saw him on both Saturday and Sunday. Awesome! Yeah, the Sunday would have been in Adventure Zone. So I'd have been in... If you saw us in big old elfie ears, then that's us. So yeah, probably. Because we saw Victor, like I said, around and about and sort of everywhere. SunnyCon's quite a busy con for us. We kind of tend to be like busy doing stuff. So it's always a case of we just see folk when we see folk. Because there's a big group of us as well. Okay, sew you on. Doobie-doobie-doo. What are you guys all working on? Are you all working on cosplay stuff? Or are you working on other things? Are you just sitting and chilling? What's everyone up to? Natalia's saying, did you buy anything from the dealers? I might meet you guys next year. Yeah, I did see you guys. Cool! Yeah, you should feel free to come say hi if you ever see us at con. I say this every time, but then people go, I'm scared. And I'm like, honestly, just come find me. Like... People will tell you, I will talk to everybody. From the dealers, I didn't actually buy much. I was trying not to spend too much. You know how it is, because I'm sadly an adult and gotta buy things like a new oven that I had to buy yesterday. So I was like trying not to spend too much money. It was very hard though, because the dealers at SunnyCon are always amazing and the artists are always amazing. But basically I bought, what did I buy? I bought a little cat badge, because it was cheap and cute and reminded me of my cat. And I also bought a print, or a commission from Dommy, Chubby Star. She was doing D&D character commissions. And basically she did one of my characters from one of my campaigns called Connie. We actually started our Banda campaign at SunnyCon. It was fun. But she basically drew my half-orc paladin, and it is very, very good. So I spent a £5 on a D&D commission. But I was a good girl and tried not to spend too much money, but I couldn't resist getting Connie done, because I love Dummy's art style as well. Alicia's saying I spent way too much. Well, you know, I mean, you did get a pouchy lad. Alicia had actually asked me on stream whether I was bringing them to SunnyCon. I was like, if you want one, I can bring you one. Like, we weren't planning on bringing stuff because we weren't planning on doing a table or anything, but I was like, I can bring you one. No problem with that. So yeah. I hope everyone that came to SunnyCon had a good time, because it's such a good little con. I love it. Like I said, we've already kind of got plans starting for next year already. Oh dear. Plus there's SunnyCon Liverpool as well in August coming up. So we've started kind of planning for that too. Lots of panel ideas that we're throwing around at the moment. That was the most helpful thing I've ever bought. Not bringing it back was the best decision I've ever made. Oh, thank you. I'm glad it's useful. Like, pouches are super useful. I love having my little pouch. That's why I started kind of making them. But this will probably be relevant to your interests, Alicia. I started experimenting doing a different thing today. It's a drawstring tote bag. Probably experiment with the handles and stuff too, but that'll probably be relevant to your interests, because I'm definitely going to end up using it. That's just my experiment, boy. But yeah, it is a good time. Okie doke. Chris is saying the artist tables are already sold out for SunnyCon 2020. Yep, they are. And catching up on Critical Role and modifying my prop sword. That sounds like a good time. That was basically my day yesterday, was just catching up on Critical Role, like starting to sew some of these, like doing different bits and bobs. That's why I've still got my headphones on, because I couldn't bother to take them off. Lazy. Also, my microphone doesn't work very well without headphones on. Hitalia is saying, I spent £27 on a lot of things. I had an amazing time and also plans for next year's SunnyCon, but I'm not going to Liverpool SunnyCon this year. I mean, that's fair enough. I also already have plans for Newcastle next year. It's funny you say the artist tables are already sold out. Alicia's saying it was like an endless pit. I fit so much into it. I know, right? Like, you can fit your phone, you can fit your wallet, you can fit so much different bits and pieces. It just makes it easier if it fits with a cosplay as well. You can just be like, hey, I can put all my useful things in. Because I had so many cosplays where I didn't have pockets. Regan's saying, I mean, I'm not going to a con in Liverpool, I am however going to Liverpool this year. That's fair enough. We have SunnyCon Liverpool coming up. I think Luke and I are also going to go to MCM Manchester, simply because it's not far from me. And I can travel from home, which is nice. So we will probably be helping out our friend Gabe on his tea stall, more than likely. So if you're around at MCM Manchester and you want to come say hi, we will probably be at Gabe's tea stall. But yeah, kind of looking into doing more of these pouchy boys and things, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'm enjoying experimenting with new techniques and things. As well, I'm not making a cosplay at the moment, because nothing's really kind of captured my interest. You know, when you kind of get to that point where you just like, don't really need to make anything new, and don't really want to make anything new right now. Like, something else will capture my interest, because about this time last year that Critical Role came in, and I was like, oh, hello, all the Critical Role cosplay. So it'll probably happen again, more than likely. Oh. Hitalia's saying, I know next year I'll be going to the after party next year because I'll finally be old enough. Oh god, that makes me feel old. The after party is a good time. It is a good time, just be sensible with it because people can go a bit mad sometimes. I went to the after party because it's a good time. It's usually a rock night, and I enjoy that kind of music, so it's good. Regan's saying I've had the same experience with my new favourite Prime show. Oh, what's that? What show is it? I enjoyed Good Omens on Prime. It was so good. All the cosplays for that show now. Yeah, that kind of happens. Like that's what happens to me. Like Good Omens, there you go. It's really good. I enjoyed it a lot. My partner and I sat watching it, and I did enjoy it a lot. Like I tend to find that sometimes you just kind of don't really have the motivation for cosplay necessarily, but like then you'll find something that suddenly just pops up and you go, oh, I want to do all the things from that. Which for me was kind of Critical Role. Still kind of is, you know, there's still characters I'm like, oh yeah, I want to do that, or I want to improve that, or, you know, that kind of thing. Like SunnyCon actually ended up changing out of Sirius into Yasha to do a photo shoot with our friend Emily, because she does both. And I really wanted a shot, and I managed to get the shot, hopefully, so we will see what happens with that. Regan's saying, yeah, my partner and I are now planning a Crowley and Zeraphil. I can't ever say his name, I'm rubbish, but yeah. Planning those cosplays, that is a good time. They're such good boys. I do enjoy them a lot. Well, at least we're hoping to. I mean, the thing is, like, they wear, like, normal clothes, so it makes it a little bit easier. It does make it a little bit easier when people wear, like, normal clothes rather than fantasy things. We've had far too many ideas though for SunnyCon Liverpool. If anyone is going to SunnyCon Liverpool, we're hoping to bring a different panel, but we need to get it approved first. But we kind of came up with the idea for the panel after SunnyCon Newcastle, so we'll see. Chris is saying, how long will it be before the Marauders panel video gets uploaded? Not sure, to be honest. It's got to get edited. We've got all the footage and everything as far as I'm aware. But I think the footage is with Sarah and Debs, and again, it's just time, to be honest. Everyone's quite busy at the moment, so it will get uploaded when it gets uploaded. Hopefully, not too much longer. Rian saying, "Yeah, I got to put on my best angel face for the cosplay." Though I mean, if you've got to be good, then I guess. I think Sarah and Jeannie were also going to do Crowley and Zeraphil, and I think Sarah's going to do Zeraphil. I can never pronounce his name, I'm really sorry. Hatalia is saying I'm cosplaying Grell next year for SunnyCon, that should be a good time. I've got no idea on cosplay ideas, but I've got lots of ideas on other things, like panels and tables. And various things going on. No idea on cosplay. Like I've literally, Luke and I have got MCM Manchester at the end of the month. No idea what I'm going to wear. We were thinking about trying to do Ruby of the Sea and The Gentleman. But Luke had 2 face paint boys for SunnyCon. Like on the Friday and then on the Sunday full paint. So he's a little bit not feeling the face paint right now, which is fair enough. So we'll probably switch out. We'll probably go for something Critical Role more than likely. Oh, also, fun fact, the skirt's gone. When you have a cosplay skirt that doesn't fit you anymore, and you cut it up for making other things because it doesn't fit you anymore, because it's really nice fabric. It's Duchess satin. And then when you find a needle in the middle of the said skirt. It's a good time. I've got so much fabric behind me, it's insane. Like I bought another bag of fabric yesterday. The worst. What about a Bo cosplay? Like, I would cosplay Bo because she's my type of character. However, most people cosplay her with midriff showing, and I'm not really comfy with that. Like, I know I could change it, and if I really wanted to do it, I would. But I'm also a little bit like, but I like her with a midriff. I just don't like it on me because I'm not that confident. Regan say, I'm just working out how when it comes to characters to cosplay, how exactly I managed to go from 5 Hargreaves to Zerafel. Because they're both cool. I mean, we also very much enjoyed Umbrella Academy as well. So, I enjoy seeing, like, Luke actually said he might do Klaus for one of the days at Manchester. Because he enjoyed doing, he did like a casual Klaus for Rycon. And really enjoyed it. Because again, it's super easy for him because his hair's kind of naturally like Klaus's. So it means you don't have to wear a wig. It's always a good benefit when it's going to be warm. Italia's saying might also be cosplaying Ciel as well for SunnyCon. Sounds good. And Regan's saying such a variety of characters. Oh yeah, like my characters vary quite widely as well. Less so these days actually. I tend to go more for strong female character. It's my MO at the moment. But then I always enjoy doing Sirius, for example. Like he was my first cosplay 6 years ago now. Popped up on my Facebook the other day. I was like 6 years. Jeez, I've been doing cosplay for. He was my first cosplay, and I still really enjoy cosplaying him because I just enjoy playing around in character. Strong female characters in Sirius. Exactly. Just, you know, those two types of characters, it's fine. Yeah, like, there's been very few, like, male characters I've kind of done recently, I guess. I guess, like, Jenkins, but that wasn't really I don't really consider that, like, a proper cosplay. It was, like, a, kind of a, let's build one to do the panel with. I essentially just wore my work stuff and painted lines on my face. But yeah, like, cosplay who you want to cosplay. You'll have far more fun that way. And we were saying in like our group cosplay panel that we did, breaking all my stuff now. We were saying that like you don't always have to do a massive group cosplay. Like Luke and I quite often kind of split off and do Critical Role because everyone else apart from Debbie is not really into it, which is fine. You know, it's allowed. Right, I need a way of closing this boy now. He's all sewn. Need the closure. Let's see what buttons and beads and stuff I've got. Usually a good shout. I've got buttons in here, they're just not great. Okay, found one. Italia's saying Ellie started cosplaying this year and it's so much fun. I didn't get as many weird looks as I thought I would. Like, it is super fun. And the cosplay community is so lovely. Literally, it's just having fun with your friends, which is kind of the main thing for me. If I can have fun with my friends, I'm doing it right. Regan's saying, I have no group cosplays, I don't have many friends, but oh well, I still enjoy it. Like you said, it doesn't have to be with others. It's like we said in our group panel, it was like, you can go to cons, like, on your own and meet other people. Like, obviously do it safely and stuff, and in public places and things like that. But, like, you can meet other folk and have a chat with them, and end up getting friends, because, like, that's how we all became friends. It was literally, I met everyone at a con. Debbie and I kind of pre-knew each other from, and Debbie's the one that got me into cosplaying. But we pre-knew each other from way back when we did, I haven't tested this needle out, have I? Let's hope it goes through the button. Way back when we did, like, we knew each other online and that was it. We knew each other online, that was it. And then we met Sarah at a con and started chatting to her. And then I met Luke and Alison when I was running a masquerade, and they were in my masquerade, and came second place. And I started chatting to them, and then they were like, hey, we do this thing called an in-character thing, and I was like, that sounds like fun. Here we are so many years later. And Blair we met because Luke knew Blair. So again, it was all like, we all kind of knew each other and stuff, and like, just meeting other folk is really nice. And like, the thing with cosplay is it breaks people's boundaries down, because you're already wearing something that you know that you enjoy. So if you see somebody else that's in, say, Umbrella Academy or something, you'll go, hey, I also enjoy that thing, that's cool. We've already got like a way of communicating with each other. Chris is saying, don't go into the woods. Chris, I think you probably came to our panel. Oh boy. Regan's saying, that's why I try to get involved in the streams and such, so I can introduce myself into cosplay and cosplayers. Absolutely. Like, that's always a good way as well, I guess. It's obviously coming along to streams and stuff, because, like, again, we've, you know, folk that have been coming to the streams and things, we've then met in person, like Alicia. Alicia was like, hey, can you bring a pouch for me? I want to buy one off you. And I was like, sure. Like, there's no issues with that. I've got no problems with that. And again, we met in public at SunnyCon. We've met as well, like, previous years as well. But there's been a couple of folk. Lucy's another one, who's come to streams and stuff, and then come, like, to see us at cons and things. There's loads of people. Loads and loads of people. AC, another one. Scottish boy that he is. We just, you know, we enjoy meeting people, because we're just geeks in cosplay too. It's great. We all have a common interest there, funnily enough. Talia's saying, I went to SunnyCon with my mum and then I had fun, and then meeting Victor made the experience. How did you meet Victor? Yeah, I'm trying to think now. How did I meet Victor? That's a good question. I think he knew Luke and Alison already, because again, Scottish cosplayers, they all know each other. I have a funny feeling he already knew Luke and Alison, and then obviously we started chatting and stuff as well. But yeah, I don't think there was any, can't remember, that's really bad. I've known Victor like since before his YouTube channel got really big, if that makes sense. I'm like super happy that his YouTube channel's got so big. Sorry, I'm kind of reaching over here for Velcro. Where's my Velcro gone? Where are you gone? I have bits of stuff all around this room. But yeah, we met Victor. Again, just started chatting to him at con. He's lovely, such a lovely human. And that's my thing, is always like, if you're a nice human, I will talk to you. Like, absolutely no problems at all. And the thing is, with cosplayers, most people are nice humans, so it's all good. Because most cosplayers are just very aware of the fact that they're also absolute geeks. Just want to do the thing and have fun. Like, why wouldn't you want to do that? Found a needle. When you find a needle, and then you want to try and find your glue now. There it is. I had all this stuff like everywhere over the room yesterday, and then it was like trying to get stuff sorted. Right. Okay. So let's get the camera up so you can see what I'm doing. Right, so I've sewn like a little button on there because I think the button closure looks quite cute. Like when it closes, it looks like almost like it's a fake button closure. It's not an actual button closure, but I quite like it. And then I'm basically going to put Velcro on the button, but the sticky back Velcro is okay. It doesn't really stand up to like any kind of pressure, so I end up putting contact adhesive on. There is very little left in that tube, can you tell? So I just put contact adhesive on the back of the sticky back stuff. Sticky back stuff. So just sticky back, contact adhesive, try and coax some more out of the bottle. Because I've got like a big pot of it somewhere, but I think it's downstairs and I really can't be bothered to go downstairs because I'm lazy. So that's on, let's let it go a bit tacky. And then basically stick it over where I've sewn on that boy. Great thing about contact adhesive, it literally takes a second or so to adhere. Tony's saying, funny thing is I actually found your channel through his channel. Cosplays help my mental health so much. Oh, that's cute. Yay. No, like, Victor and I, like, or us and Victor basically, we've just kind of known of each other for a little while, and we like him, he's a good human. So... But yeah, it's good to know that he's sending people our way as well as us sending people his way. Like, he's a good human. Go watch his CMVs if you haven't already, because they're beautiful. And again, yeah, like cosplay and mental health are so closely linked. Again, going back to the panel that we did last week, we were all like, okay, who suffered from stage fright? And all of us at some point have suffered from stage fright. So just being able to get up on a stage and talk in front of people is a really good skill to have anyway. And I've definitely, like, my confidence has improved massively since cosplaying. And I know, like, some of the guys that like, I'm a true extrovert. I will talk to everybody and be happy talking to everybody one-on-one or in a big group or whatever. But a lot of the guys actually in Banda aren't that extroverted. A lot of them are quite introverted, and that again, it's kind of helped bring them out a little bit more of that. So it can really help with sort of that side of things. It can help with just talking to new people. It can help with just your own confidence in yourself. Like, I know if I've had like a bad experience or something, then I struggle with it a little bit. But like cosplay, in the most part, has been so positive. And just like meeting really nice folk that get what you do and understand you a little bit more, rather than just being like the weirdo in the corner that likes dressing up at the weekend. That's me. But I enjoy it, and I love the fact that like we've been able to help other people, because I wouldn't have thought I'd be able to do that, and that's really cool, because hey, it's nice knowing that you can actually help folk. Right, that one's stuck on. Let's get the other side. So what I've kind of done as well to make sure they line up is I've got the other bit stuck on kind of on the thing. I'm just going to contact adhesive him. Contact adhesive is amazing. Great if you want something just to stick a bit more. That's all I really need to do, and then I'm just going to like line it up with where it wants to close. There we go, hold it tight. Get rid of all the excess contact adhesive that comes off. And try and put the lid back on with one hand. There we go. Keep holding it. Keep closing it. Regan and Hitalia are saying, yep, it's cosplay's helping with mental health. It really does. Like, it's crazy. Heidi, hello Heidi. Welcome to the stream. Regan's saying, yeah, before trying to work on my confidence, I wouldn't have even joined in here on the live stream. My mental health is that low. Aw, that's cool. That's cool that like you can feel like you can join in on it as well, because we're always welcoming to new folk as well. It's like, hi, welcome to the stream. We're all nerds together. It's fine. You know, that's what happens. We'll kind of craft as well, but hey, that's what happens. Like, I struggle with solo streams. A little bit, because I get a little bit like, oh, everyone's watching me. Like, why am I? I'm just like, ah. So yeah, it helps me as well when I've got lots of people to chat to. So thank you for that. Sorry, I'm just finding random bits of thread all over my room. Trying to be neat. Melissa's saying, hi Mel, hi Melissa. Regan's saying, talking on here to you and the others has actually really helped me, so I can testify to the fact that you do help people, Mel. Oh, thank you, that's so nice. Oh my god, don't make me cry. Doesn't take much. No, that's good, I'm glad that we can help people. Like, that's what I like to be able to do. If something as silly as cosplaying can help other folk, then that's really cool. Melissa's saying, will you guys be at MCM Manchester? I think it'll probably just be Luke and I. But we should be, as far as I'm aware. I think we might be helping our friend Gabe with his tea stall. So if you see Beastly Beverages, we will probably be around there somewhere. Because we've kind of offered to help him set up and like take breaks and stuff. Because last time he was at an MCM, he did not take any breaks, and we told him off for that. So I think this time we're actually going to like actively go and help him with it. But also he does really cute tea, and it's really nice and geeky, and it's good, and it's really nice tea. So yes, go support him. But yeah, we'll probably be at MCM Manchester. No idea what we're cosplaying yet. There will probably be some Critical Role in there somewhere. It might be like more casual, maybe more comfy cosplays as well. Because Luke did a lot of body paint at SunnyCon. And he's just like, not feeling the body paint. I'm like, that's absolutely fair enough. Plus, if we're helping on a stall as well, possibly less cosplaying, but we'll still be cosplaying of some description. Like, as we said in the panel last week, you don't have to cosplay, but I really like to cosplay. Like, it might be super casual. Like, we did a really casual, like, Vex and Vax from Critical Role, which was literally just the wigs, makeup, and then just t-shirts and jeans. Because, hey, it's still a cosplay, right? So we might do something like that. But we'll definitely, like, try and post, like, selfies as to what we're wearing. And where we'll be and stuff like that. We usually try and do that because I know there are quite a few of you guys that do come to MC in Manchester. It's my local con, so I'm like, because I'm only about an hour at Manchester, so we tend to stay at my house and travel in. So with it being my local con, it's usually when I'm a little bit more loosey-goosey on in terms of cosplays anyway. I'm like, I can literally go in my cupboard and choose whatever I want to out of the cupboard. Travelling in from home every day makes it so much easier. So yeah, it's kind of one where I'll end up changing my mind on what I'm cosplaying anyway. So even if I said I'm cosplaying this, if it's like really hot or if it's really rainy, I'll probably end up changing anyway. Because I'm the worst. Hitalia is saying, I know Victor is trying to go to MCM Manchester this year. I think he is, because I think he's staying down there. So I think he will be at MCM Manchester as well, as far as I'm aware. Alyssa's saying, Saturday I'm doing Leon Kennedy from Resident Evil, and Sunday I'm doing Darkiplier. Keep an eye out for me. Will do. If you see us as well, like, come say hi by all means, because come say hi to me. I will talk to everybody. Molly Mark needs his own stall for fortunes. He does. I love Luke's Molly Mark. However, it's a pain for him to wear, because he's got big old booties, so he's got very uncomfortable feet. He's obviously fully body painted, is also a thing. But then he also has a tail, which means he can't sit down all day, and his big old heels. So he's an uncomfy boy. He's not the comfiest to wear, and if you're doing like a long day at a con as well, it can be really knackering. So we made sure on the Friday when he came back, we were like, right, you go have a shower, I'm gonna cook, like, we're gonna look after you, it's fine. Because yeah, Molly's a pain. He looks absolutely gorgeous, but he's a pain to wear. Sometimes you just need to not be wearing a pain. But yes, Molly doing fortunes at a con would be really fun. I would enjoy that. Yasha is like ridiculously easy for me, because it's just fairly basic makeup and like just putting the clothes on. I've got heels, but they're relatively comfy. I can sit down. I can go to the bathroom easily, which again is another thing that's a problem. So while like some cosplays look amazing, because I had the same issue with my X-Men Evolutions Mystique. It was like a full blue bodysuit, and then gloves, and then corset, and then like white stuff on top of the bodysuit. So every time I wanted to go to the bathroom, I had to take a bathroom buddy with me to be able to unzip me at the back, so that I could actually get out of everything and go to the bathroom, which is a pain. And again, I have massive heels on that one as well. I'm not good with heels. I don't do heels very often. I have massive heels with that boy as well, so it's just like, oh my god. So yeah, like sometimes you just need to have a more chill cosplay time. I have a funny feeling that's what we'll be doing at MCM Manchester. Plus we'll be helping on the stall as well, so like helping set up and stuff. So with that, it gets very hot. So we'll see what we end up wearing. Heidi's saying, cosplay is really helping me learn new skills but still can't use my sewing machine. What is it you need to know about your sewing machine, Heidi? Because I just had to go and fix my sewing machine this morning. It was being a pain in the backside. It was basically like on the bottom of all the stitching. So normally, in fact it's done it on this one. So if you have a little look at the bottom of that, I don't know if you can see it. Let's try and get that closer to the camera. So see how it's like looped and like a bit rubbish? It was doing that on the bottom side of everything that I was sewing this morning. And with me sewing the bag, like you've got to kind of sew, obviously that's the top side of it, and then that's the bottom side of it, and that side will show. So I was like, if that's showing, I can't do that properly. So I took the whole thing apart, cleaned it, put it all back together again, and luckily it started working. So we'll see how long it lasts. But sometimes it has a little fit every now and again. It's a bit dirty, and it's like, nope, don't like you anymore. And yeah, sewing machines could be funny little beasts. Regan's saying, I usually work in casual cosplay. It's cheaper and easier. It is, like I said, there is absolutely a place for casual cosplay always in my wardrobe. I've got a fair few casual boys. Like Caleb probably is quite casual as well if I don't wear the coat. He's super comfy. Like I have some that I definitely like reserve for, like Jane from Firefly. So comfy. So comfy, and I don't have to wear a wig. It's great. I just wear the hat, and the hat's really thin so it doesn't like, I'm not too hot. Melissa's saying, I got a jacket yesterday for my Virgil Sanders cosplay and I had to hand sew the pad or the plaid onto it. That was a pain. Yep. Like I said, I don't mind a bit of hand sewing. Like that boy now is finished. He is done. Let's just check that he definitely pulls apart, because that always is helpful. Like I was using my sewing machine a lot this morning for different bits and bobs, but these little pouches I like to hand sew the trim on, so I can kind of save them for stream a little bit. Melissa, I've been cosplaying doing a Sanders side cosplay, but I can't decide which side to cosplay. Melissa's saying, just do who you want to. People have done all the sides, but I can't decide. I love all the boys. I've been told my personality matches pattern. I feel like I need to see this now. I don't know what you guys are all about, but I'm glad you're having fun. Right. I'm going to put you in my finished pile. I do have like some organisation in here, it's very bitty today. Let's have a look. You just need a fastening, okay. Then do all of them, you don't need to set your mind on one, that's fair. Right, you need a fastening. Let's see if I've got another decent button that I can put on you. I have like a lot of plastic buttons and I don't like them. Sanders size is about split personalities. Ah, Okay, I get you. Fair enough, they're all relatively easy to cosplay, except maybe roaming with all these accessories. But yeah, I'm just trying to finish off some of these pouchy boys and see how we get on with those. But sewing buttons on actually with leather thread is far easier. You don't need to do as many things. You're all from the YouTuber called Thomas Sanders. Ah, okay. I getcha. To be honest, there's always a lot of stuff that I don't know. I will be at cons quite regularly and I literally know what a thing is from people cosplaying at cons. Because we do a lot of cons. And I have zero ideas on things like anime or YouTubers and stuff. Unless, like, I actually follow them. Come on, stop being a pain. It's being a pain. Aha! There we go. Heidi's saying, I wish you were closer to Scotland because I don't have a lot of friends to show me cosplay stuff or craft stuff in Caramel. Oh, like, you can always ask if we can help. Like, we'll always try and help. What is it? What's your sewing machine doing? Are you able to like thread it up? Because that can be a pain in the backside sometimes. Is like actually threading them. Is the bobbin being okay? You could probably know enough to be like, this is probably what you can do. Natalia's saying, for Christmas this year I'm getting a Grell cosplay, and then for my birthday I'm again getting SunnyCon tickets. Awesome! That'll be you set for SunnyCon then next year. Flippin' heck. Darkiplier is an alter ego of Markiplier. He's my favourite other than Wilford. Ah, okay, I get you. I know who Markiplier is. I'm not out of the loop. Just slightly out of the loop. Regan's saying, Natalia, that's where I got the idea to actually cosplay my original Harry Potter next gen characters. I've been gifted a lot of house stuff which I can use. Oh my god, yes, of course. Like, doing house stuff is so good. So good. Our friend Daniel, actually, for the Marauders panel, he didn't really have like a cosplay that, well, he did have he's got like a Mad Eye Moody one, but it's really hot. And so he was like, I know what I'll do, I'll just do like a Hufflepuff type one. So because he had lots of Hufflepuff stuff, so he was like, oh, he kind of made like an Amos degree almost. And it was really cute. It was cool. When you use the bits of this out of here, because you can't bother to find the actual thing of Velcro. Okay. I'm doing with Red Floof, even though it isn't canon, but I made my cosplay my own. Like, making the cosplay your own is always fun. We do so many things that are not officially canon for stuff, but then we try and not really necessarily do canon stuff. Like, we'll do Marauders on purpose because it's not really canon. Heidi's saying it's brand new and we're struggling to put the thread. Ah, right, okay, you're struggling to thread it up. Your best bet is the good old YouTubes. YouTube, like what brand it is, so if it's a Brother machine, they all tend to do the same thing, but if you've got like the maker model, like literally just YouTube search it up and like how to thread, and it'll pick you up with plenty of tutorials. Because I'm kind of the same, I was just definitely the same with mine, like I had no idea how to thread it and I had no idea how to do the bobbin, and then I was like, how do I do this? YouTube helped me, and it did. It helped me a lot. Mine is like a brother, I think. We actually will end up having, I think there's about 3 of us in Band that have all kind of got the same machine because it's quite a cheap one from Hobbycraft. So I got gifted it. And then some of the others actually ended up buying it because it's really good for beginners. It's got like a full thing of like, it points you out where to go with it. So it points out how to thread it up essentially. If you have a brother, shout. I can literally turn the camera around and show you like how to thread it up because they all tend to thread the same. Oh my god, I put too much contact adhesive on this one. Regan's saying, my character is based off me, so I can use all my Hufflepuff stuff, which yes, also gives me the opportunity for future Diggory cosplays. Yes, exactly. Daniel was like, I could, because he was like, oh, I could do Cedric Diggory's dad. He was like, you mean Amos Diggory? He was like, yes, that one. Italia's saying the same happened this year for my birthday and last Christmas. My sister keeps getting me presents to go towards my cosplay, and you kept asking your parents for cosplay last year. I mean, I've done the same thing. I have a mannequin that was gifted to me from my partner. I have a sewing machine that was gifted to me from my mum. I have like all my power tools that I use. So I've got like a Dremel and a heat gun and stuff for Warbler. Was literally all the fella kind of giving me them over the years. I've done cosplaying for 6 years now, long time, and essentially it's all just been like gifted to me for Christmases and birthdays and stuff, which is really cool because it means that I don't have to spend as much money on bits and bobs. Heidi's saying it's a singer. It'll probably thread a similar way. I can literally show you once I've stuck this on if you want. Regan's saying, I may have to start doing that. I mean, I refused to buy a Hogwarts jumper when I was at the studio tour because it was expensive, and my partner bought that one for my birthday. Oh, that's cute. That's so cute. I also refused to buy a Hogwarts jumper at the tour because they were really expensive. Like 80 quid for a jumper, and I was like... And then they came in Primark for like 15 quid or 20 quid or something, and I was like, I will have 2 of you, please. I'll have a Gryffindor and a Slytherin, thank you. Because Gryffindor for casual, serious cosplay, of course. Even though I'm a Slytherin. And actually have used it for casual, serious cosplay. I think Rycon last year. We ended up using them because it was easy when you just got off a train for 2.5 hours when you came to the con. Because Rycon last year I had to, in the winter one anyway, I ended up coming up from home just for the day. I literally came up and went back on the same day. That was the time. So yeah, really casual cosplays because it was like, well, we can get into Sirius and Lucius super quick and super easy, and they're really comfy, and it's all good. Because Alison had a good hour and a half from Edinburgh as well that she was coming across on, so it was easy and simple and casual. Okay, closing you now. Let's hold you closed. Melissa, I want to do a Pride LGBT kind of cosplay, but I'm worried about being judged. Like, if you're wearing it to a con, don't be, because there's lots of people at LGBT, including most of Banda. Like, why not? Honestly, cosplayers are really chill about that kind of thing. Most of us, like I said, in Banda are LGBT. I'm the token straight. It's great. But we have a lovely rainbow in our group, because cosplayers are generally pretty chill about that kind of thing, you know. You think about the amount of crossplay that goes on. Cosplay is pretty chill. That's why it's a nice group to be a part of. I think you should just go for it. Like, if you want to do a Pride or LGBT cosplay, go for it. Like, 100%. Debbie actually wanted to do a Pride video last year for Pride Month in June. So she did one that we kind of recorded lots of different cons and stuff, about our favourite LGBT characters. Whether they're canon or not, it's just our headcanons of what sexuality they were. And she got loads of different flags and stuff, and it's really cute. So if you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's really cute. Oh, there's lots of messages. Okay. Regan saying I'm doing LGBT plus thing this year. Melissa, for Pride, as I feel it's about time to embrace my LGBT plus stuff. That's really cool. You should do that. Oh, scroll down. Let me down. My old school uniform was very much like the Hogwarts uniform, but with a blazer instead of a robe. Hey, that's always a good time. To be fair, this Hogwarts uniform is very simple. We all bought ours online, guys. Or, like, you know, I get a new shirt from Primark or something. I'm not going to go making a shirt. Regan saying, same, I wish I still had all of it and not just bits and pieces. Can you please show me how to thread? I will do, Heidi. Give me a second. Let me just finish off this because it's just drying. Melissa saying, I'm pansexual and non-binary. Awesome. Pansexual and gender fluid for Regan. I wear a pride flag to a con and I am pans. I don't feel scared to do it. I mean, that's true. If you look at a lot of cons, you've got people like Tab Kimpton, Taylor, and various other people that I know that sell at cons, and they actually do sell like the flags, and then literally people will buy the flags and wear the flags around con. Genuinely, most people are pretty chill around con. Tally's saying I'm also gender fluid. Regan say the pansexual community is all here. I mean, yeah. Right. Let's give Heidi a little lesson. Because most machines tend to thread the similar kind of way. The only things that might be different is like the bobbin for the bottom might load up a different way. Victor is our pan king. Yeah, pretty much. Right, let me put that in the bag. Oh, finish, boys. Okay. Let me see if I can spin this properly without killing everything. Right. Let me figure this out. Move all my stuff out the way. Excuse me, guys. Just going to try and do this without yeeting everything off my desk. Which would be great. So, my laptop is so warm. So warm. Okay. This is where I'm like, this is not great because my literally... look at the window, there we go. Right, let's move the... Okay, so... I'm not about to see chat for a minute because, hey, I'm literally hanging in the side here. So, you've got your bit at the top, obviously you put your thread on. You've then got like a little spinny boy up here, which is where you wind your bobbin up. And then you've also got like a little bit next to it normally that'll thread through. So if you're going to wind your bobbin on, I've technically already wound this bobbin, but we'll do it anyway. I'll show you. Because obviously I was working with this earlier. So, you've got your bobbin. Pretend it's not got thread on it. So you need to basically, the first thing you need to do with any thread is obviously try and get your bobbin to match whatever thread you're going to use. So I've been using like cream because I've been sewing a cream bag. So what you want to do is you want to put your bobbin usually on this little boy over here, and then normally you click it across to engage it to basically spin the bobbin instead of spinning the needle. You then take your thread, whatever thread you're going to use, and again my sewing machine is great. It's got like a thing on the top which literally directs you how to do it. So not every sewing machine will have that, but essentially I will put it through, spin it around the little spinny boy, and then put it across, and then you usually have to thread it into the little hole at the top of this, and then click it across to engage it. If you then put your foot down on the thing, it will spin your bobbin up, so it will literally load you up with some thread on your bobbin. Okay, so that's your bobbin then sorted. And then what you need to then do is put your bobbin in the case. Now this can vary between loads of different machines. This will vary a lot. But if you have like a, what's called like a bottom loading case, I think. You have like two different types of loading cases. So if you look at this one, we've got a little hole here, so he just goes in here. What you always want to do with him is he needs to be like a P, so he needs to hang right down like the left hand side. And then I'm going to put him in, and there's like a little bit that he kind of needs, again I've got directions on mine, got a little bit that you kind of need to like thread around and then put it over the back. And then I always tend to put the case back on at that point. She says, trying to put the case back on with one hand, it's great. Okay, there we go, it's clipped back in. So going back up to the top. Okay, so my thread, I will take, now we're not going to put it through the bobbin bit, I'm going to put it through the other bit, it clips through. And then it goes down, I've literally got a number 2 there, because this is like which one it's going to go down to. You then go down to your little tension bit, and you thread it around, loop it up. Then you should have like a little hook bit in here which you can move with the wheel on the side. So I'm going to hook him into there. So there's when he actually wants to hook in. Ah, come on. Literally it says number 3, number 4 on mine. There we go, he's hooked in. And it goes down. There's a little bit of hooks behind down here, behind the needle. She says. Trying to flipping do it. I can't do this with one hand. It's real hard. There we go. Okay. So he's clipped in there. Let's see whether you can see or not. No, you can't. Okay. So he's hooked in. Thread boy's hooked in here. Just trying to get hold of it. There we go. So he's hooked in there. And then what I need to do then basically thread my needle, which I'm terrible at. I tend to drop the foot down out of the way and move my needle really high so I can try and get to it easier. That's just me. Because I'm horrendous at threading the needle, so excuse me while I end up not threading it forever. Oh my god, I got it first time. That's the first for everything. Okay, and then what you need to kind of, the way of testing if it's going to move or not is kind of pull it a little bit and see if like your thread moves at the top. Usually means you've done it right. And then I'll thread it through this bottom loopy bit. And then what I need to do is catch, like put the needle down to basically catch the bottom thread. So at the moment I've got a bobbin thread hanging out the back there. And then I've got the needle. So I'm going to use the wheel at the side and move it towards me. So it'll move the needle down, keeping hold of this thread. And then what I'm going to try and do is try and get the loop that it should have brought up. Sometimes it doesn't always catch it straight away. Apparently it's not done. I tend to always use a pair of scissors as well to like give me a hand with it. It can be a bit awkward sometimes. Okay, now we've got it. So I've got the loop, and I've got him there, and there he is. So I've got both the threads there, they're both moving, which is always a good sign. And what I'm going to do is kind of put them like towards the back, and then I'm ready to start sewing. So hopefully that's useful. That's just my machine. Your machine might be slightly different, but a lot of the machines are very similar. Excuse me a second while I just sort my life out again. There we go. But yeah, like literally, give that a go. See how you get on with it. If you're struggling with it, just literally Google search and do like a YouTube search for whatever model it is. My mum used to have a Singer, and I know that it loaded quite similar, but the bobbin was different. So hopefully that's helped. But mine has like literally guidelines on it. To go number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and I'm like, 6 years later you can do it. When I first started, not so much. Talia is saying, that's what I said to Mum on the last day of SunnyCon. Cosplay is also a way for me to feel better about what gender I feel I am, except maybe females, that's my physical gender. Hitali's saying that's the same as me. Feel more male on my physical gender. Mine changes every so often, so our partner has got into the habit of asking my pronouns, but he's also LGBTQ+, so that works for us. I'm just sat between the genders. Yep, non-binary. Wish I had that around, but people at school don't get it and bully me for changing my gender. Yeah, like, this is the thing with cosplay, is that most folk are pretty chill about that kind of thing, because it's like, I identify as female, but I dress as male characters all the time. You know, I'll wear a binder, just like I would if I was trans, or, you know, or non-binary. And again, sometimes I'll feel more comfortable in some cosplays than others. So I don't like super revealing cosplays just because I don't really like my body too much. Not because of my gender, but just because of me. Like, I've literally got a picture behind me on the wall where I literally am in a little black dress. I felt really uncomfortable in that little black dress, so I haven't really worn it since. But it was a really nice memory that I had with Debbie, because Debbie was doing Lady Loki. But like, sometimes you just, it's nice to be able to express it. And I definitely like I said, the cosplay community is generally very chill about that kind of stuff. They're just like, whatever. Like, I will pretty much ask everybody that when I first meet them, like, what pronouns they want. Or if I'm wrong, just correct me and I'm cool with that. I'm like, yeah, you know. I tend to refer to everybody as they until I know otherwise. Because again, that's a habit I've got into from cosplaying. Because people will dress as different genders to what they actually identify as. And that's cool. Melissa's saying, I'm self-conscious in most female cosplays unless they're wearing pants and they and them are my pronouns. Cool. I will try and remember. I am a bit rubbish sometimes, but if I'm wrong, just correct me. Like, I'm always cool with that. But yeah, like, definitely if you want to wear something like expressing pride at a con, like, feel free, because like I said, most con guys are very, very chill about that kind of stuff. Most cosplayers are as well, because like I said, I literally will dress as the opposite gender to what I feel like because I like the character. I don't care. You know, it's like if I refer to you as the wrong thing, I'm like, yeah, I will correct myself. You know, just tell me. And that's okay. So hopefully Heidi, that was useful. Tired now. High school, Italia, high school is about time. I didn't like high school. I'm way past high school age now. And literally kind of probably grown more into my geekiness as I got older. I only started cosplaying when I was 28. So I'm a lot older than a lot of you. 28 plus 6. Yeah, I only started cosplaying when I was 28, and I kind of wish I got into it when I was younger, because I probably would have felt more at home with people than I did when I was at like high school, for example. But like, I went to sixth form college, because in my area we had a sixth form college, and I felt a lot more chill with people there, and I've made friends that I'm still friends with now. And same with university, it was like same kind of thing. Like, there's always different people that you'll end up mixing with, and again, you know, at cons, obviously there's different people that I've literally met at cons. Like, the Banders are all my best mates, like quite genuinely my best mates, and I've met them all at cons by talking to new people, and that's cool. You know, it can happen that way, and it's really nice when it does happen that way. And I hope that you can meet new folk at cons and be happy with it, because it's a really nice time. And I've just realised that this is a bit messed up at this side, so I'm going to probably just fix that before I put the button on and call it done. Because I'm a perfectionist, kids. brown gone? There it is. I was literally wearing this shirt, so it's my Critical Role shirt, to work the other week. I ended up meeting somebody at the bus stop that was like, "Hey, I like your shirt." And I'm like, "Hey, Critical Role." Started talking to people. And now we talk all the time about he's running a campaign and stuff as well. So that was in the normie world. And I was going to work, which is a very non-geeky work that I do, but it pays the bills. Heidi saying, "Hope you all don't get offended, but my knowledge is very limited about LGBTQ. What is paradise to offend everyone? You're not offending anyone, Heidi. Like, I think people would rather you ask, and I'm saying that as someone that's not necessarily part of the LGBT community, but knows a lot of folk that are. Like, I don't think that's going to offend anyone. You're just literally asking, but it's literally just like when you don't mind what gender your partner is, that your person you're dating is. Like, you don't mind whether they're male, female, non-binary, whatever that is. And there you go, Hitalia's answered it as well. That's cool. Regan saying, "Yeah, Mel, I met my partner at sixth form." So did I, weirdly enough. Met him, didn't really get to know him until we were at uni, and then still with him now, 14 years later. And he's very not into cosplay at all. Like, he doesn't cosplay, but he's very geeky, and so he encourages me to cosplay, which is really nice. Chris is saying, "I'm 28 and just starting to look at building cosplay properly." Yep, it happens. That's what happens when your mate goes, "Hey, this is cosplay," and I was like, "That looks fun." No thanks. Hearts not parts, yeah. Just didn't want to offend anyone. Yeah, you didn't offend anyone, there you go. Pan is for more personality than looks and gender. Yeah. My sixth form career was a few years ago now. I've reached the old age, tender age of 20. Tender age, I think you'll find. That's why I end up being Mama Mel though, because I'm a lot older than a lot of folk that go to cons. And I also don't like it if people are taking advantage of that, if that makes sense. Everyone's there just to have fun. My partner is non-binary and asexual. Yeah, pretty much. Let's just fix this little bit. My lining's slightly come away on the inside, so I was like, I want to try and fix this. I'm at the tender age of 50 and I hate being this age. People, for example, Victor said he would love to be this age again. I personally would not like to be 15 again. High school was not a good time for me. Like I said, sixth form was great. I enjoyed my time at uni. So I enjoyed being 20, 21. And I quite like being the age I am now, where I'm just really comfortable in my own skin, which I think you don't really get necessarily when you're younger. I'm probably the most confident I've ever been in terms of, this is who I am. If you don't like it, tough. I'm not going to change for anybody. And I feel like sometimes that's really important to kind of like acknowledge and be like, hey, guess what, I ain't gonna change. Like, I'm lucky enough that, for example, people at work know all about my cosplaying and stuff. And I work in a very, like, I work for a security company, doing admin. So I'm very much like not in a geeky job or anything at all, but like everyone's very cool with it. Everyone knows that I go to cons and stuff at the weekends, and they're always like, "Oh, what did you dress up this weekend?" And it was nice, you know. It's nice when I first started there when people were actually interested in what I was doing outside of work, which you don't always get everywhere. Melissa's saying I'm turning 23 in August. I'm like that. If you don't like the way I am, there's the door. Bye. Pretty much. Like, you know, I'll admit when I'm wrong, because like I can, again, people that know that went to the panel at SunnyCon, I was called out for being grumpy biatch sometimes, but I can be, and I know I can be, but the Banders put up with me because I'm not like that all the time. Like, they'll take the best and the worst of me, if that makes sense, which is really nice. Because again, we all help each other. You know, we're all friends first. We're not. It's not just about cosplay. It's like, no, actually, we're really good mates, and we wouldn't be doing this if we weren't really good mates. Oh, I don't like this. I tried to fix it and made it look worse. That's just rude. Where's my unpicker? Where you got an unpicker? There you are. Regan's saying, I need to be more like that, especially after my ex-boyfriend and ex-friends, Melissa. Yeah, I mean, like I said, that tends to be the way I am now. I never used to be like this. Never used to be quite so, this is how I am, but... Heidi's saying, I'm not part of the LGBT community, but besides understand the LGBT community, I still need help to understand so I can educate myself. Also, I'm 27 and I have moments of self-confidence. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. You know, that's the thing. It's like, I am, you know, like, typical hetero, like, female, basically. But I'm also a cosplayer who kind of goes, well, yeah, not everyone's going to dress as her as, like, what gender they actually identify as. Because you're in cosplay. And trying to, like, educate, well, especially when I was helping to run cosplay masquerades and stuff, trying to sort of educate, like, other folk about how to approach cosplayers sometimes as well was quite interesting. Because obviously I've always had friends that have been very much within the LGBT community, and like, I'm just very much like, live and let live. Like, you do you. It's cool. It's your business, not mine. I said Banda tends to be all manner of rainbow. And again, not my thing, so not my thing to talk about. So I'm not going to be like, this person's this and this person's that, because that's up to them to say. But yeah, Banda are very rainbow. We're very open about being very rainbow. Sorry, this thing's now being really annoying. I think I've just made it worse by trying to sew it and make it better. I didn't used to be like this, hell I'm still shy around new people. Yep, again, like, some of the like, Debbie has openly said that she used to basically use me as friend wingman, so I used to be like, hey, this is Debbie, come talk, like, this is my friend Debbie, like, and I used to introduce her to loads of people, and then they started talking to her as well. So I used to friend wingman her, basically. And essentially, like, it really helped her because then she started talking more to more people. And yeah, they've all just gone, you just need a Mel in your life to introduce you to new folk. I'm like, kinda, I guess. I mean, we also met Hattie at, I think it was MTM Birmingham. She was in an amazing Caleb cosplay from Critical Role, and we just started chatting to her, and she was like, oh, I'm here on my own. And we were like, well, come and hang out with us if you want, because you're here on your own. Like, if you want to come hang out, feel free. And so she did, and then we hung out again with her at Insomnia, and we had a really, really good time. So there's always ways to, like, find out about new people and chat to new people and do that kind of stuff. Yeah, everyone's kind of talking about, like, high school experiences and stuff. Regan, yeah, we all make new friends, like the same stuff as us, don't care what we do, but they just care that we're having fun. Exactly. And there you go, Regan's saying, that's why I try loads of new things. My partner is slowly but surely introducing me to his new work friends. I think all introverts need a Mel in their life. Kinda. Like I said, you know, a lot of Banda are very introverted. You wouldn't believe it, because obviously they're very good in front of a crowd now. But like, lots of us had stage fright. I had real bad stage fright. I'm fine with talking to people like one on one, but get me on a stage, I was like, "What's this? Why is there a stage here? Oh my god!" I still get that occasionally. Like, it's not completely gone. I don't think it ever will. When we did Lamy's like live sing panel a few years ago, that was super nerve wracking for me, because I was like, I'm not a singer. It's not my forte. But I was the one that really wanted to do it. But I was so nervous. It was insane. And then, like, there's been occasional, like, the Adventure Zone panel actually at SunnyCon I was a bit nervous about. Every other panel I was fine with. Just the Adventure Zone one, because I was like doing a new character and I wasn't quite sure what I was doing with him, and I don't even know if it worked properly, because the panels tend to go by very fast for us. So I don't really know even if it worked, but we'll find out when it gets edited. But like, for me, like, stage fright was a big major one. But like, for a lot of the guys in Banda as well, it tends to be talking to new folk. Can be a super nerve-wracking thing. And I'm just, like I said, I'm naturally an extrovert, so it doesn't really bother me, but I'm very aware of the fact that, you know, we'll be at a con, for example, and I know that my introverts need some, like, alone time. If Debbie's like, I'm a bit tired tonight, I'm just going to stay in, it's like, that's cool, Debs, you do that. Or, you know, again, if people are just, we just sat in the hotel room on our phones for a bit, it's just because we need a little bit of space. And that's cool. You know, being aware of that kind of thing as well as an extrovert is quite really important. There we go. Talia's saying, yeah, we all need a Mel in our lives. My nickname is Mel, I'm getting so confused. I'm sorry, Melissa. I literally had to go by, well, I still have to go by Melanie at work, because there's another Mel. And I'm like, oh my god, this is so weird. Because again, there's a Melissa. There's actually a guy called Mel as well. Too many Mels. Heidi, you guys are so nice. I've subscribed to all your channels. Everyone needs Bandursnatch Studios in life. Oh, thank you. Like, you're another one, Heidi, who we've met, like, in person as well at a con. Because you came up to us at Rapture Fife. Came up to our table and was like, hi, it's Heidi. And we're like, oh my god, yes. Because we love meeting you guys as well. Like, because I do every stream, because I'm the one that normally runs them. and I have a weird memory for like names and stuff. Like, that's why I always say to everyone, come up to me because I will remember you from the stream. If you say I'm this person on the stream, I'm like, oh, awesome. Because we've met quite a few folk now, and it's really, really, really nice whenever we do as well. Like, I love meeting people from the stream because we all chat about stuff like sexuality, and you know, it's bigger than cosplay. It's bigger than just cosplay. It's good times. It's good times. I'm looking for my scissors. Where are my scissors at? Okay. Regan's saying I'm getting so many likes on one Tumblr post I can't put my phone down for a second. Melissa's saying I haven't met you guys in person. I really want to, but I can never find you guys at cons. If you're going to MCM, like, just give us a shout. Lee did it last year. Leuna, who comes in the stream, he like messaged us on the page and was like, hey, where are you guys at? Like, can I come meet you? I was like, yeah, sure. We ended up getting lost and not finding each other for a little bit, but we got there eventually. Like I said, we'll probably put up on MCM Manchester. We'll probably end up, because we try and do it in the mornings. We'll try and put like a selfie of what we're actually wearing, because it varies so much. And also we'll try and be like, we're going to be at the tea stall between whatever time and whatever time. Or if there's a Critical Role meetup, we'll probably go to that. You know, it does vary. And obviously when we're at cons and we're doing like panels and stuff, obviously we'll be doing the panels, or when we've got a table, we'll be at the table. So it's a little bit easier to find us, because like Heidi came to find us, for example, at Rapture because we had a table. So it's dead easy. It's like, come find us at the table. You can just come chat to us. Alicia's done the same. Lucy's done the same. Various people have. When we're at table, we're a lot easier to find, whereas obviously when we're just at a con, attending a con, it's a little bit harder, because obviously the signal can be a bit funny as well. Get some more Velcro out. My big Velcro boy. Big Velcro boy. Hitalia's saying I don't get stage fright anymore after being in school productions. I'm final stage. And during the school holidays I'm doing a musical theatre course which has a performance at the end. That's awesome. That's so cool. See, Luke kind of did a lot of theatre stuff when he was younger. Blair and Sarah have done a lot of like theatre / dance stuff. Me and Alison and Debbie are less so theatre people. I literally was never in like a performance or anything. I am very new to that kind of side of things, really. Like I said, Sarah and Debbie, Blair and Sarah, that's what I meant to say. Blair and Sarah like have kind of grown up doing dance stuff, so I've done a lot of performance-y type stuff, which I feel sometimes makes it easier. But Blair also gets really bad stage fright, so who knows? I think Sarah's like literally the only person who does not get stage fright of some description. Depends as well, like what cosplay you're wearing, like whether you feel confident in that cosplay as well, because that can also make a big difference, at least to me. Regan's saying, I literally just asked if people want to read a fanfic I started a couple of hours ago. I guess I got my answer. Yes, always. What kind of fanfic are you writing? Melissa saying there's Resident Evil meet on Saturday at 1, and I'll be at that. That's awesome. Heidi saying I was at Rothcon last month, and even a schoolgirl Bellatrix I was recognised as the girl who was Magic Mirror. I was so happy. Your Magic Mirror is so cute though. It's so good. I was just like, look at all the details. It's so good. Butt Cheeks is saying hello, hello, welcome. Italia's saying Instagram. If I have an Instagram, we do have an Instagram. I'm not on it that much. But yes. In terms of SunnyCon, we will probably be at SunnyCon next year, more than likely. Obviously not confirmed yet as to panels, etc, etc. But we enjoy SunnyCon as a con, and so we'll probably be at the con itself. We might be doing panels, we might be doing a table, we don't know yet. That's too far in the future, unfortunately. Natalia's saying it's very rare to see people not have stage fright nowadays. I mean, it is, to be fair, because for us, like I said, there's literally just Sarah, I think, who I've not ever seen get stage fright, because she's so used to performing. But like everyone else in Bander at some point has had stage fright, probably to do with the singing, for example. Oh no, I've just got glue all over my desk. Oh dear. It's a good thing it's my desk. It's the problem with being old. You own your own house. And you own your own desk, and if you put glue on it, it's your own stupid fault. And you just put it off with your fingers, and then knock everything on the floor. My room is so messy, guys. It's so messy. I need something to wipe my finger on. Oh, I've just gone down my top as well. No. No. What's going on? Oh, there's a towel there. That'll do. Oops. Well, I know it's going tacky, so I know it's time to stick it on. Because I can feel it going tacky on my finger. Making a mess, making a mess. Chris is saying you guys should attend Cards Against SunnyCon. The Taz panel's on at the same time this year. Yeah, Taz panel was at a weird time this year. Sadly, there's not a huge amount we can do about like what times and stuff the panels are at. Because obviously we will request one for each day, so that we don't have to do 3 panels on one day, because that would be horrible. But essentially, I've been to Cards Against at a different con with the like Mizeko X and those guys, and they are really cool. We've been to their panel at a different con. It's a good panel, I agree. We also went to Tab's panel as well, the Yowie Game Show one, which is usually fun. But again, 18 plus. We will go to a couple of different panels, but again, it just depends on what else is going on. Because I personally really enjoy going to panels. Heidi's saying when is SunnyCon next year? I think it's the same weekend. I think it's like last weekend in June again. But she's just saying, is now a good time to mention that I'm planning on cosplaying Jester for SunnyCon next year? No, okay, I'll shush. Jester. Jester. Love good Jester. I think our friend might be doing Jester for MCM Manchester as well. It's like, yay! Always Critical Role cosplay is always welcome. Okay, are you stuck now? Have you decided that you're going to play now? Have I put too much glue on you again? Yes, I have. But yeah, we've been working on ideas for a new panel for SunnyCon Liverpool. Which, if it works, we could do it SunnyCon Newcastle next year. It's still kind of in the ideas phase at the moment, so we're going to change it up a little bit, I think, for Liverpool. So we'll see what happens. Put too much glue on this. I'm trying to get on the outsides off. Too much glue. Too much glue. Because with contact adhesive, if you don't get it off when it's wet, it will just stay on and look really ugly. So now I'm just covered in glue. But my pouch looks better, which is the main thing. Right, you're nearly done, just let you dry a little bit. Go back to chat. Regan saying, never expected that many Tumblr lights for some people wanting to read my writing, something for the good old British soaps. It's 26th, 27th and 28th June next year, yeah, so it's the same weekend. Last year's SunnyCon was a week earlier. Yeah, I think it was actually. I think you're right on that one. But she's just saying, I'm even practicing Jester's accent. It's a good accent. It's a good time. I struggle with accents at the best of times. Part of the reason I was really nervous for Jenkins is because I had to do a voice, and I don't like doing voices because I'm not very good at it. One of my little things about being stage fright. I don't like voices, and I don't like having to try and do them. But I end up just kind of going for it anyway, because I know I'm a bit rubbish, but I'm like, what are you going to do? As long as I'm committed to the voice, we're alright. So I tried. Like, if the task panel goes up, or when the task panel goes up, I tried. Okay, I tried. Wasn't very good, but I tried. Right. It blocked your comment, butt cheeks, so I'm just gonna unblock it. So far I can only see Angesta in your dick almost perfectly. I mean, I'd start off with a phrase that I try and use, and I know a lot of the other guys do it as well. Try and start with a phrase, and once you can say the phrase, then you start branching out to other stuff. It works quite well. But I am terrible at voices, so I'm not the best person to speak to about voices. Alison and Luke are great at voices. Commitment to the voice is the important thing. Look at Sam and Not. Well, yeah, that's very true. You know, it was actually what sold me on to Critical Role, because I think Luke had started with like season 1 and wasn't really getting on with it, and then he was told to like start with season 2. So he started with season 2 and then was like, oh my god, you need to listen to this, to me. I started listening, and it was literally when Sam just goes, I'm a little goblin girl, and I'm like, oh my god, this is amazing. So yeah. You just have to remember sometimes that, you know, I'm not a voice actor, it's not my job. And I might be a bit rubbish sometimes, but like you said, commit. It's our main thing about, like, if you've ever been to any of our character panels or anything like that, it's all about commit. You know, if you're going to be an absolute doofus and run around the room, you commit to that. Serious. You crawl on desks and everything. So what happens? Just happens. There's nothing worse than if you're doing a performance, say on like just a masquerade performance or something, like a couple of seconds, and you're on stage and something goes wrong and you just break character completely and you go, oh sorry, I'll just pick this up. No, you just roll with it. Right? It's rule number 1 of stage, I think, which is just keep going. Because like when I was struggling with the accent, if I'd just kind of gone, well, I'm not going to do this anymore, and like actually broken characters kind of go, I'm not going to do this anymore, that would be weirder than me just kind of struggling on with it a little bit. Being a struggle bus. But I don't know what it's going to come out like. I've got no idea because I barely remember the panel. But yeah, the Taz panel was a bit of a struggle for me voice wise. Because Jenkins has got like a very low voice as well. So it was a struggle, and I was tired, like been up late the night before, and I was just like, you know when you're just like, okay, I'll try. I'll try my best. But I tried, I didn't break character, and we had a good time. So that's the main thing. Natalia's saying, I'm practicing Sebastian's and Grell's accent. I've almost perfected Grell's voice. At some parts of the live stream you sound almost like Victor. That's interesting, because Victor's obviously very Scottish. However, I also grew up in Scotland, so it could be that's why. Maybe I sound a little bit more like him. But she's saying, my partner says he'll cosplay Caleb too. Caleb's so fun. Like, I've cosplayed basically all of the Mighty Nine at this point, apart from Jester and Bo. That's about it. I like Caleb though. He's real easy, and like he's a low energy boy. He doesn't need to be super up there because he's not super up there. Vegan saying I can't talk the penguin talk, but I can apparently walk the penguin walk. Hey, use your strengths. Like I said, I struggle with voices. When we first did Welcome to Night Vale panel, and I was bringing in Santiago, who is a known character, basically to balance out. So you got Cecil and Carlos. We wanted Kevin and Santiago to kind of balance it out. So we wanted like the opposite to Carlos essentially. So me and Luke kind of headcanoned it up, as you do. When I first started with Santiago, he wasn't supposed to be as creepy as he actually ends up being, because basically I was too scared to talk properly because I'd have to do an accent. So I just started being menacing in my body language and using my height to my advantage, because obviously I'm 3 inches taller than Luke. So I just started like using body language a lot more, which apparently I'm quite good at. I did not know before that panel, because I can do menacing, apparently. But yeah, honestly, it'll come out sometimes with body language. Like for me, body language is far easier than the voice, so that's why Santiago's kind of quiet, kind of just menacing, and kind of doesn't really talk much, because I was really scared to talk in the first panel. But that's what happens, you know, it happens that way. And then, you know, Luke ended up being illiterate with Kevin, so that's always fun, because he literally couldn't read something, isn't it, with glasses on. That's what happens. It's fine. Reagan's saying my OC Callie is basically me at Hogwarts, and the year below Teddy as I've done the maths, so that's where my own character would work for me. That's cool. Chris is saying, yeah, you did quiet menace from Yasha quite well. Yeah, I can do menacing apparently. I can do like, because I also cosplay Bellatrix as well. Bellatrix and Yasha are quite similar to me, body language in my head. Because again, Bellatrix is very sort of upright, very kind of, again, I'm doing it now as I'm literally talking about her. I'm like, as soon as I put the wig on, honestly, like that's when I go into character. It's so funny. Because she's got such a massive wig. But again, Yasha's got a massive wig as well. But Yasha, you just kind of like stand up straight, square your shoulders, like, because quite often I'm having to like hunch down a little bit, or like bend my knees a little bit to like get the heights right. But with Yasha, it's like, nope, stand up tall, don't, you know, and I can just be like, it's all good. But I use that to my advantage. So because I know I can do that more easily with cosplay, I'll use that more than I'll use voices, because I feel like I'm better at that than voices. So it's funny, like, use what works for you. I did not know I had a talent for body language until I started doing panels. It's like, oh well. Use body language and menacing look really well when it comes to Santiago. It's a complete contrast to Luke's Kevin, and it's great. Thank you. Like, that was the idea, was that it's supposed to be a complete contrast. That's kind of what we wanted, was the complete contrast. And it was kind of just to balance the panel out a little bit. Because if you've just got Cecil and Carlos and then Kevin, it doesn't really work as well as if you've got 2 and 2. Which is why we try and balance, like, the Marauders. We'll try and balance, like, Gryffindors and Slytherins. Lily doesn't count. Lily's in the middle. But yeah, we'll try and balance it out a little bit. And it's why Sirius gets dunked on so much in Marauders panels, because we were really scared when we first started doing Marauders panels that Snape would get really picked on, because he's Snape. So we just made Sirius an absolute idiot. And then Narcissa laid into him, and it was great, and I was like, this works. Yeah, for those of you who weren't at SunnyCon, Jeannie changed it up, and she wanted to. She normally does our McGonagall. She wanted to, instead of doing McGonagall, she was like, I actually kind of fancy doing Bellatrix, like school age Bellatrix. And we were like, do it. So yeah, Bellatrix and Narcissa. Sirius gets picked on, but he gives as good as he gets, so it's fine. We liked running around the room. It's always fun. It's a staple of any panel. Because again, body language and physical comedy is easier for me than like voices. Italia's saying it's a lot easier for me to do accents because my accent keeps changing, and sometimes I have a proper British accent and sometimes I sound Scottish, and I don't mean to change my accent. Like, Sarah's very good at that. She will pick up naturally on accents anyway. Like, she's around me too long, she'll go northern, and it's really funny. Because I'm like, oh, you suddenly gone northern? Take the mick out of her. But Cheeks is saying, I can imagine Yasha being all shoulders back, neck long, think murder and walk with how she gets around. Pretty much. I mean, she normally has a massive sword with her, so it's all good. I love the banter you guys have in your Marauders panels and videos. Like, again, the reason why we have so much good banter is because we're all good mates anyway. Sometimes you get it where if people are doing an in-character panel and they don't know each other very well, they're scared of, like, hurting each other's feelings, if that makes sense. When we first started doing it, I couldn't believe someone gave Bella a knife. Chris was there at the panel. Chris knows. It's not a good time. It's funny though. But yeah, like, because we're all good mates anyway, we end up, like, literally before the first panel that we ever did together, Luke and I, as Snape and Sirius, knew there'd be a lot of, like, stuff going back and forth. And we were just like, no holds barred. We came out with bruises. But ever since then, like, we've never, like, I've never taken anything that, like, Sarah said to me as Narcissa to Sirius, like, personally, because I know it's not. We're best mates. Whereas, I mean, you could sometimes, because some of the stuff she says, boy. But it's more the balance of it, because if Sirius wasn't getting picked on, or Remus wasn't getting picked on for being the infamous Hogwarts Jaguar, then it's kind of a balance to the fact that the Slytherins are bad. Because Narcissa coming out with when Sirius was younger stories is always fun. I mean, there's also the fact of, like, I struggle to hear sometimes when I'm in panels. So if someone's not said something properly, or, like, not properly into the mic, or if I've just not heard it properly, like, that's where Sirius being stupid is really good, because the amount of times I've misheard something and taken it something else and then just kind of run with it, I'm like, oh well, it's fine, Sirius is stupid, it's all good. It's always fun. Natalia's saying, because my mum is an RAF brat, and her dad was in the RAF, and I gave the highest 57 accent that the RAF personnel have for moving around a lot. That's fair. Like, I moved from Edinburgh to England when I was very young, so sometimes the Scot will come back out again, but more likely, like, usually when I'm back up there, I'll start getting the slang. If I go up and visit Luke or something, I'll start getting the slang back. Regan, the infamous Hogwarts Jaguar, still at large on the grounds of Hogwarts. I mean, yeah, it also took people 3 years to realise that we were referencing a Harry Potter musical. Literally in the comments, it was suddenly someone was like, oh, you've referenced it. Like, yes, we've referenced that since, like, day one, guys, come on. You know, we're also consumers of popular culture. We like that. And the amount of people that go, oh, you ship Wolfstar, it's like, is it not obvious? Have you not seen many of our videos? Like, we as cosplayers ship Wolfstar, so therefore, yeah. There's going to be hints of that everywhere all the way through. Regan's saying, yes, I was literally listening to the soundtrack from that earlier today. Yeah, exactly. Like, we have so many things where, you know, we'll reference something. We've been talking about doing, like, song Popular from Wicked. We were talking about doing that. We've been talking about doing that for years for Marauders. Because it would be amusing. But yeah, I mean, we have so many ideas for, like, Marauders is so funny because it's like, it's one that we genuinely enjoy the most out of all the panels I think that we do. We love doing the in-character stuff for Marauders because it is so well balanced and it works so well. But the amount of times that we've gone, oh, it's gonna be quiet this year. We're not gonna get many people. We'll probably not end up doing it again, kind of thing. And then suddenly, like literally open the door at SunnyCon because I didn't realize there was loads of people outside. So I was like, oh yeah, I need to go like let some people in. I'm going to open the door. Massive queue. I was like, oh boy, okay. We filled that room. It's good. It's great. We have a lot of fun with it, and it's good to know that other people enjoy watching that as well. Because we wouldn't be there if people weren't like, hey, I want to come see a Marauders panel. It's like, awesome. Because that's what we love doing. Always fun. I'm hungry. I should probably stop streaming and go get food. Tali's saying I've been told I have German twang in my voice because of being a quarter German. I mean, yeah. Accents are weird. Like, I can do English, Northern English, my normal. Posh English. Probably Scottish if I tried. But I'm not going to try. Like a vague American. Like a Southern American. That's about it. Bit rubbish at everything else. Bit rubbish at most of those. I get confused with being German due to how I speak. I'm not even German. My partner says I should learn German to really confuse people. Yeah. Right, are you dry now? Hey guys, I'm finishing loads of these boys off. Go in the finish pile. Right. You need loopies, don't you? Yes, you need loops. So I need to find some loops. Which loops are in here? When you have a bag of rubbish because you made such a mess. Right, 2 more boys. You might need a strap because you're only got a little short boy. Okie dokie. There's my pokey bit. There we go. So when I do loops on the back of these, so these are made out of faux leather with lining, which I've obviously just pulled out because I'm going to try and sew it to the thing without the lining in, so it looks neater. But I always make my loops out of real leather because they hold better. But what I do need to do is pre-punch the holes in them because leather is a pain. It needs a pokey to put holes in it. So I also really like leather thread for sewing bits like that on. It's stronger than normal thread because it's waxed. I've got this weird bent needle. It's supposed to be that way. It's supposed to be for threading sewing sofas, but it's just the leather needle that happened to be closest. So it's supposed to be bent like that. Can sometimes be a pain though when you're trying to get through a hole. We'll see. But yeah, I think after I've done a stream, I think I'm gonna message Donna, who organises SunnyCon, and see if we can get our new panel approved. Exciting times. But that's also things that people don't realise sometimes, is just how much work goes into getting everything organised with the organisers of cons, like behind the scenes, because obviously we all work full time in normal people jobs. So this is like a part-time thing on the side, and sometimes it takes an awful lot of work to get to the point where we can be like messaging cons and stuff, and so you end up going like SunnyCon is so helpful, like Donna's always stupidly helpful, and I love working with her because she just makes it so easy. Yeah, I'm using the leather needle because trying to use a normal needle and get through is a pain. Oh, I'm getting blocked comments again, I think. Let's have a look. I don't know why it keeps blocking comments, guys. Sorry, I'm unblocking as I see them. Because there's like nothing wrong with anything that people are saying. But she's saying, yay for your completed things. Yeah, I'm enjoying the fact that I'm actually completing these. This is good, because I started a lot of these yesterday, and then the fact that they're already kind of completed is good. Natalia's saying it's a lot harder to keep a conversation with someone up here in Newcastle because they don't understand what I'm saying, because I don't have the accent for Newcastle. That's fair. Heidi's saying I was going to start more live streaming videos now that my confidence is a bit better because I can't, because I don't have 1,000 subscribers. Oh really? Okay, that's weird. I would have thought you'd be able to live stream regardless. That's a bit strange. I mean, you also have other options as well than YouTube. You've got like Instagram and Facebook and stuff as well. There's other options. I like YouTube because we get all you guys in. And generally you all kind of know when roughly I'm going to go live, i.e. on the Sunday usually, Sunday afternoon. Chris is saying, I don't know what accent I have. I've lived in Washington, in the UK, Newcastle and Sunderland, spent a lot of time in the southwest of Scotland. I mean, yeah, you'll have like a northeast / southwest of Scotland type thing. Heidi's saying, what's the new panel going to be? I won't say yet because it's not been approved yet. So we'll let you know when it's been approved, but I'm literally need to message and get the approval first. So that's something I do need to try and do like literally after a bit of streaming today. So I can't say yet, but I will do when I can. Talia, recommend a Geordie dictionary just in case. Well, the thing is, Geordies and where I'm from originally, Edinburgh, have a lot of the same slang. So sometimes one of my Geordie friends will say something and I'll completely get what they're saying. Because I have the same slang. I think it was one of my Geordie friends was like, oh, you're going to stop your head on that. And I'm like, you're going to bang your head? Cool. Heidi's saying, no, I've tried. Oh, okay, that's a shame. Still, like, nothing to stop you, like, pre-recording stuff and then putting it out. Because obviously we do that as well. But again, strengths. I'm not great at editing. I don't enjoy editing. I'm not good at it. So I'd rather live stream. You know? That's why I'm like, it'll go up when it goes up, because again, we all work full time, so we've got to kind of do it in between other things. I know Sarah and Debs have been very busy at the moment, so real life sometimes has to take priority, but we will put it up once we can. So we should have a couple of panels. We'll have the usually vlogs as well. We tried to do vlogs. We'll see if mess this up a bit. And it's apparently a very small section. I like to mess it up a bit. Where's my pins at? So what I realised yesterday was that if I do that bit first before I put the lining in, it means I can hide the messiness under the lining, which is good. Okay. Okay, Luke's sending me a premise for the new panel, so I'm just reading. Excuse me while I just read. Heidi said I can't edit some of my videos are long because I find it hard to edit my thoughts. Same. I blather far too much. But like, try on other platforms. Because there are other platforms out there. Doesn't have to be YouTube's. Especially if it's not letting you. Come on, stop being silly. But yeah, I need to sort that out before too long because we want to get approval and then we can announce to you what it actually is. But it's taken us a little bit to actually come up with something else, so that's what we're just kind of finalising out now. I think it should be fun, which kind of is our main aim for everything, is make it fun for like you guys as the audience, make it fun for us. So if we're not having fun, what's the point? But yeah, I like the idea when it was put across to me of we could do this, and I was like, that sounds like fun. Why the heck not? So fingers crossed you guys will like it too. It's quite nice today actually, because me kind of finishing some of these off is quite good, because it just means that they're done then. Does that make sense? It's quite satisfying to get something through all the way, because I'd already kind of got bits and bobs cut out, and then found them yesterday and went, oh yeah, I was supposed to finish these off, and then didn't. So I did all the machine sewing yesterday, so that I could hand sew on stream today. I ended up having a little fight with my sewing machine earlier, so we got there in the end. Maybe a crafting panel, charge the price of materials for entry and everyone gets to take a belt pouch home. That could be fun. I like that. That's a good idea, that, Chris. Like, we probably won't for this time because we've kind of already got another idea of what we're doing, but I like the idea. The only thing might be is that the charging people for materials can be a little bit iffy sometimes. I mean, if that's something folk would be interested in though, I'd be quite happy to do that. Because these boys are not hard to make. At least not for me anyway, I enjoy making them. I like that idea though, that's an interesting one. I have to think about that for future, for sure. Like, there's new and exciting things percolating, let's put it that way. We like to try and change stuff up. Yeah, there are other paid things at SunnyCon, like the whiskey tasting, yeah, for sure. Sometimes when you charge like an entry fee for like a cosplay panel, like I've seen it not really work in the past. Like, we've never really tried it though, so it's worth having to think about, for sure. Because like I've been to like crafting days and stuff. There used to be one at the leather shop I used to go to, and I'm always quite happy to pay for like a little bit of like towards the materials and stuff. I'm getting messages again, but I'm not going to go read them because it'll just get me excited about the new panel. Like, we are excited about it, so hoping you guys will be as well when we can announce what it is. Sorry to be awful, but I can't really announce it until I actually know that we're definitely going to be able to do it. Like, when we were sort of going, oh yeah, we're going to be at SunnyCon Newcastle, we were like, we knew we were going, we just didn't know when the panels were going to be, but we knew all the panels had been approved, so we could like talk a little bit about the panels that we were doing. Well, this is literally like a brand new idea. The suspense is killing me. I'm sorry. Something I'm really excited about at the moment and I can't talk about it either, so it's also killing me. But like, I would hate to kind of be like, oh yeah, we're doing this, and then turn around and go, no, sorry, actually we can't. Makes sense, don't want to get people's hopes up. I mean, yeah, I mean, for us as well, like, we're excited, but it might not be something that works for the con, which is fine. It's something a little bit different, which is always good. Because, like, Taz was like a new thing that we tried, because we were like, hey, can maybe we do a panel on this? we'd never really done it before, so we started with like a little half-hour panel just to see like how that would work, and it worked last year, so we did it again. Like, we like to change stuff up and do something a little bit different, if we can, because there's a lot of people obviously that cosplay, that'll do different panels that will always do the same panels, if that makes sense. And like, while there's nothing wrong with doing that, Marauders, we also like to change up a little bit. See you later, Heidi. Have a good afternoon. So if there's something a little bit different that we want to try, then we'll see if we can give it a go. And that's what we're hoping. Like, you'll see us like change up characters and stuff sometimes, because again, we're not precious about our characters. Like, when Sarah and Debbie went to Disney last year, obviously I didn't go to Disney, they were going to Disney, and then Sarah was like, do you mind if I cosplay Sirius to Debbie Remus in the Harry Potter park? And I was like, no, go for it, like, that's cool. I see why you want to do that. You know. And it was like, it's fine, you know. We couldn't, Neve couldn't come this year to be our Lily from Marauders, and we were like, oh no. But then Elena was very much like, like, she's done Lily in the past for other cons and stuff. She had Lily cosplay with her, and we were like, come join the panel. Like, we're not. She's like, oh, I don't want to, you know, if Neve's like your Lily and stuff. I was like, yeah, but she is, but she'd also get it that like we have another Lily. It's fine, you know. We change it up sometimes. We've also got Bellatrix, you know, because Jeannie wanted to change it up. Like, I've cosplayed Bellatrix. Am I going to go, no, you can't do Bellatrix? Well, do what you want to do. Do what makes you happy. You know, if you want to, like, join in the panel, cool. Because like Jeannie is quite regularly joining in the panel in the past was McGonagall. She's normally our McGonagall. Yeah, we end up roping lots of people into panel stuff. We roped all the ergos into doing the Les Mis thing, because it was like, hey, you guys do musical things, right? We're going to steal you. So we stole Neve as well, like, hey, you actually do musical theatre as a degree, we're going to steal you. Again, about having fun with your mates. If you're not having fun, you're not doing it right. And we have so much fun doing panels, so as long as the organisers let us do them, it's fine. To be honest though, Dono's normally pretty chill about most panels, but without the confirmation I don't want to go, yeah, we're definitely doing that. So I'll pin in that. Right, so I think with this boy, because he's a shallow boy, I think I might do like 2 attachments and probably not do the buttons on the front. So, where's my Velcro at? Do 2 like skinny attachments. Don't use your fabric scissors to cut the Velcro, that's not a good time, Mel. Maybe you have been using fabric scissors to cut the Velcro. Oops. wonder I'm hungry. It's 5 o'clock. Luke is giving me suggestions of what I could do for the new panel. No, Luke, not now. Busy. Busy, busy. Yeah, Chris, I do like that idea. That is a good idea. It can bear thinking about, for sure. Oh, that's way too much glue. Sugar. So many things. Ah, glue everywhere. Glue everywhere. Literally everywhere, all over my fingers. Yeah, I'm probably not going to go that much longer, guys, because I have got a lot of other stuff I need to try and sort. And try and tidy up this state of a room, which is pretty messy right now. It's had cosplay over it for 2 days. Sadly, I'm back at work tomorrow. Okie dokie. Go over there. Oh no, it's gone on my desk again. Fail. When you say to people that we do things so that you don't have to, it's kind of true. I've still got stuff all over my desk. Big old blob of glue. Where's that tea towel gone? Sorry, tea towel, you're just getting destroyed, it's fine. Not having the best luck with that glue. I'm not good with glue. Like, you should see me with hot glue, it's horrendous. Because I'm impatient, I don't wait for it to do it properly. I mean, it's doing the thing, it's sticking, it's fine, it's just messy. Because it's like the end of a tube, it's like all blobby. I think everyone isn't great with glue, yeah, basically. Today just happens to be the glue day. That's what I've been kind of putting it on with. I could sew it on, but sewing Velcro is a pain. Like, I'll always sew on the belt loop at the back, because that needs like a proper strong connection. Because it's just Velcro, it's already kind of sticky anyway. It's not too bad. Glue over really good scissors, not a good time. But she's to say, I think everyone isn't great with glue. There are probably some who are a little less bad with glue, but I've never met them. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I'm pleased because I was trying to get some more of these kind of done, and they're pretty much a nice big bag of them now, which is good. And I've tried a new bag, new boy, so I may end up putting all my new boys in there and see how we get on. Sticky. It's gross. Right, so let's put all my new boys in here. We'll use this bag. Just make sure they're all sorted and they're not messy. Yeah, that's good. Have you made any bags with proper button fasteners or buckles? Obviously the Velcro is less difficult. Yes, I have. I've got one, oh it's downstairs I think. I've got one that I made for myself where it's a like a full proper leather one. These are all faux leather. And it's got a buckle fastening. And then I made one for Luke where it's got a buckle fastening as well. I've done buttons as well. I can do buttons on like other stuff, but again, the Velcro is just easier. It actually holds, I find it holds clothes better. The buckles you have to be really, like, it has to be real leather really to do it as well, otherwise it'll just rip. But these ones, to be honest, I'm just doing with Velcro because they're easier. I'm a perfectionist though, so when there's things like a stray thread. But yes, I have done real leather ones, I've done other fabric ones, I've done all sorts of different ones. I enjoy making them. So, they're all slightly different sizes as well. But they're all really useful for things like if you're taking your phone to a con. Really useful for that. Let's see, I've done quite a lot of these actually. Now I look at it, I'm like, actually, yeah, there's quite a few. I've also got one they call dice bags that I've started working on. So I've got a Ravenclaw and a Gryffindor one. Got like different linings. I've got my big old leather dice bag as well. Replacement pockets indeed, like they're really useful for things like when you're wearing a medieval type cosplay or a Critical Role or a Taz cosplay. And that's got like a nice little fluffy lining. I quite like the fluffy lining. Makes it really thick, but these are dice bags. I've got a Slytherin and a Hufflepuff. I've got some more faux leather boys. Got a big faux leather boy with a thing on as well because he can also double as a bag. I don't like this boy. He doesn't close properly, so I think he might go in the bin. That boy's alright. It's quite a cute one. A big boy. Oh, they've got Ripple. I really like this one. He's a good boy. He's really, really big. But he might be a present for one of my friends. But yeah, I'm gaining a stock now. Still got glue all over it. See, I might also still put a strap on this boy, like a buckle. I've got bags in the bag area. Yep, I've got bags in the other bag that I just made. But he was made from scrap fabrics to see if he's like feasible. And he is. But I quite like him. Because when I can put bags inside bags, it makes life so much easier. Bagception, indeed. Yeah, he's also got a carry handle on him as well now. Yay! A bag of bags. So many bags. Oh no, there's another one. There's too many. I'm losing track of them all. Bags of bags for days, yep. This is not an unexpected item. This is true. Unexpected item in the bagging area. I've got one more boy to sew, but he might just wait because he's black. I need to dye a little boy in the back. I heard you make like bags. I made bags to put in your bags of bags. I mean, I made a bag to put my bags in. There you go. I think it was this boy who gave me the idea. Because to be fair, he's come free from Coscraft, and he was really nice to like do that with. I was like, ooh, that'd be a good plan. Covered in glue. And I've got boxes and boxes of fabric and stuff behind me, which is fun. Prototype bag of holding. It is. Like, it's been designed that way for a reason. I'm still experimenting with handles, but we'll see. So I kind of want like, I like not a shoulder bag. I like a backpack. So I kind of want to do like 2 handles to kind of backpack it. But he's still a new boy. You can make a bag dress with all those bags. Yep, basically. I've been trying to kind of sort through my fabric and try and see what stuff I've still got and what I can still use things for as well. Because it's really good for like using up little odds and ends of stuff. Italia's saying I'm thinking of doing some fan art for Victor, but I don't know what to draw. I don't know, actually. Like, he likes a lot of different stuff. Just like do something that makes you happy. Because he'll love it regardless, I can promise you that. He's such a lovely human that he will honestly be so flattered by it. Right, I think I'm going to finish it there, because I still need to tidy up this state of a room. Get rid of all this glue on my hands, get everything sorted for work tomorrow, tidy up all the things, because it's a real mess in here now. Put all my things away that I got out. But yeah, I got new fabric yesterday. I was thinking about drawing something Black Butler themed. Oh, he would love that, honestly, he really would. I went to go get fabric yesterday, so I got the fleece that I wanted, so I wanted some like fleecy boys. And then I got some black fleecy boys. And then I found some new stuff, which was some pink unicorns. And some bees. And then I found the offcut section in the fabric store, which I spotted this from a mile away. It is Duchess satin, which is really nice quality satin, and there's bloody loads of it. And it was £4.49. And then I spotted this one, which was £2.98. So yeah, I went fabric hunting yesterday. But now that means I need to get rid of other fabric. So that's what I was trying to do with all my pouchy boys. Trying to somewhat get rid of fabric a little bit. Like, I think all my green is now done, which I've had that green for years. Nice fabric. Yeah, it's good. It's also adding to the fact that I've got 2 big boxes of fabric behind me, but that's why I'm trying to clear out some fabric a little bit. I've got too much fabric. But yeah, I think I'm going to leave it there. Lovely chatting to you guys. I was only meaning to do this for about an hour, and it's been 2.5 hours, so you've had a lot of me talking, so apologies for that. I will talk to you guys again soon. I'm going to try and sort all my life out with this mess. Thanks for the stream, hope you enjoy whatever food you end up getting. I will make something out the fridge. But yes, I am hungry because it's 5:15. And I think my cat's still outside, so I should probably go let him in. So I will talk to you guys soon. Bye!